Hello, welcome to College of Lore. My name's Kate.
And I'm Jill. And today we're doing more Estersea. I'm DMing, and we've got our lovely friends with us. We've got, I can't see the stream, so I'm just gonna point around somewhere down there. We've got Jake and Chrissy and Camille. Okay, and do you guys want to do a quick intro of your characters? Because I mean, it is session 5, but if anyone just wants to like hop in and like
hop in now, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. So, Kate, would you like to start?
Oh, sure, I can start. So my character's name is Namalesa. She's a level 3 bard, and that information is printed on the screen, so maybe you already gathered that. But she's a College of Lore bard. Shocking, I know. And yeah, she's pretty cool. She's like got a sort of a noble background. Grew up, fairly wealthy, but is very, very interested in history and learning about the stories that create the place, or any place, but particularly Estersea, because that's the only place she's ever known. And then telling those stories. And so she's sort of like a beat poet style bard. She does know how to play the lute, but she kind of just like strums it a little bit and like spoken word says stuff.
And she's got a book.
She has a very special book that she found with the help of her friend in the library, and it seems that people are after this book. And it's not something she can read, actually, because it's written in, what was it, deep speech? Or Yes.
The way that you started, she has a very special book. I'm just like, the Bible?
Every book is very special, and Namalesa has very many special books.
Every book is special.
Yes. And because magic is a little bit taboo in Estersea, depending on the type of magic that you're doing, nobody really knows that Namalesa can do magic. Maybe the party members have figured that out at this point, but the way that bards use their magic, they just try and like make it look as though they're influencing people charismatically rather than actually doing magic. So a lot of those spell choices that I have made for her are based on that. So I don't use a lot of like visual effects in my spells.
Jake, do you want to go next?
Sure. My character is Reuben. He's a half-elf ranger. He is 155 years old, did a lot of adventuring in his younger days, and has recently come out of retirement to get back into the groove and have another adventure. He is full of wisdom and stories from his many years on this earth, but is known for being a bit of an unreliable storyteller. In Estersea, he's somewhat of a local character around the taverns and pubs down near the fisherfolk neighborhoods. Often seen, it very much enjoys company, likes to have an audience for his stories, enjoys relaxing and the fun things in life.
And our second ranger in the party, Chrissy.
Yeah, I play Lob. He is a human ranger, 55 years old. He's a man of very few words. Although this session, he might be just like a little lippy. But yeah, no, he's kind of everybody's dad. His love language is acts of service, and so yeah, he just tries to take care of everybody.
As demonstrated currently, because he's holding Meldrin's hand. Meldrin?
That's right, yeah, because Meldrin is afraid of the dark.
Is not afraid of anything, actually.
Really afraid of how he's not afraid of things.
Here's Meldrin.
Oh yeah.
Is that gonna focus? Oh
There
yeah.
Gotta give us the back and front.
Oh yeah, you guys see
we
that.
gotta see this
You
dumpling.
can see that? Yes.
The right angle.
Look at that.
I am
Beauty.
so impressed with Hero Forge's badonkadonk capabilities.
Yeah, that's gonna get us some more stream viewers.
Meldrin is a dwarf. He's a he's a rogue, but he's a swashbuckler. So with his entertainer background, he used to be an actor. He's all into swinging onto stage and making a show of himself and generally trying to be the center of attention, even though he's supposed to be a rogue and sneak around. He's extremely flirtatious, but in his heart of hearts, he is a hopeless romantic. He's a free spirit. Comes from a family that's definitely not like this, but he's a bit of a black sheep of the family. Doesn't live at home anymore. And is just out to have a good time.
Mm-hmm. And you're all on a quest currently you've traveled up north and you're in a cave looking for a missing exploration party. And you have a two-part of your quest, I suppose. You're looking for the party and hoping to bring them all back safe. And you're also after a special metal called adamantine. Metal is very rare in Estersea, and it is said that this cave is rife with the stuff, and so far it seems to be. Does anyone want to do a recap of the last session for an inspo?
I already have it.
I can do it.
Okay.
So I just kind of have it all written here in point form, so I'm just going to read through it. We hide out in Mist and Vale's inn attic while the townsfolk distract the cloaked figures because we're being hunted by some cloaked figures. We're not 100% sure why, but we assume it's in reference to the book that is currently in Namalesa's possession. We were able to grab our things and sneak out to the dock, but we were spotted by the cloaked boatman, but we decided to risk it and take our boat and leave. There is a bit of a commotion as we leave. While we're heading down the river and towards the mountain, we do spot a large wolf-like creature running along the shore, keeping pace with us easily until it runs back into the woods, and we lose sight of it. There is a sudden smell of brimstone, and we realize that it's the cloaked figure's boat catching up to us. Their boatman is a skeletal being with a long flaming staff. Reaching a lake with a waterfall shaping a large rock into the shape of a wave. We rest up until night. Oh, we did get away from that boat, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, did we destroy the boat?
No, you succeeded at a series of skill challenges and managed to navigate through some tight rocks that the larger boat could not fit through.
Okay, yeah, that's right. And we also threw
held
some of our extra weight off of.
Held two up on the bow and sang "My Heart Will Go On."
Yes, exactly. Yeah,
pretty good.
Beautiful.
It's a good. Is that in session 4, part 1 on YouTube?
It would be in part 1, I think. Yeah, right at the end of part 1.
If you want to check it out.
Yeah, so that whole chase scene is really cool. But yeah.
Yes, yeah, no, Jill did an excellent job setting that up.
And did you edit it to put the song in or not?
No, I didn't want to get copyright
infringement. Yeah.
Yeah.
My singing of it was close enough to copyright infringement that I didn't want to.
So after we managed to avoid the boat and they can no longer follow us, we get to this lake with the waterfall shaping this large rock into the shape of a wave, and we rest until nightfall. And we notice that the moon is brighter than usual. So we spot the ship of the missing scouts and go to investigate. Everything not bolted down has been taken off the first ship, so off of their ship. We found 2 sets of footprints on the shore from the boat to and from the waterfall. 1 set of older tracks and a newer set of webbed feet. The cave is full of the precious metal, so adamantine. There is a large chunk of metal pushed into a hole. Upon further inspection, I discovered a pickaxe with the name Underrock carved into it. Signs of a scuffle, some blood, and footprints and drag marks leading further into the ground. Mildred confirms that Underrock is a family name, and the group decides to follow the tracks.
And so take your
Dun, dun,
inspiration
dun.
point, mark that on your
Hey,
sheet.
those
It might
are-
come in handy.
Those are good notes, Chrissy.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm trying really hard because I'm noticing there's a lot of stuff happening that I'm like just dropping a lot of breadcrumbs right now.
Yeah,
So-
I'm trying with this campaign, like, at the very beginning when we were planning Estersea, we kind of got together and came up with a lot of ideas of things we might like to see. So I'm trying to weave in as many of those as I can while still having some kind of an actual story, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. Just so I know, what is inspiration?
Okay.
Oh.
So inspiration is the chance when you want to spend it to re-roll your d20 roll, so if you can use it on any of your checks or saves or attack rolls or any d20 roll to roll
All right.
again. It's like getting an advantage on something.
Okay,
And
cool.
you can
excellent.
actually give your advantage to somebody else as well if you want to. I think we all have one now, question mark.
I
But
definitely have one.
but we
think
can
so, yeah.
give them to each other if that ever becomes necessary. So if like Reuben is doing a really critical roll and he doesn't roll very well, then one of us could give him our advantage and
Yeah, and
our
Mildred doesn't
inspiration.
need the advantage, so...
And do you see the spot on your character sheet? There is one like to write down inspiration.
I use a digital character sheet.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
so it does have like a little beep right
Hey,
there.
that's nice. I like it.
Yeah, it's called Fight Club. It's real nice. I like it a lot.
Nice.
Although you're not allowed to talk about
Oh,
Broke the terms of service.
Sorry.
Yeah.
it. I knew one of us had to make the joke. Like one of us had.
I appreciated it.
All right, so you're in the cave, and you're making your way through, and it's very dark. It's getting darker and tighter, and you hear this sort of a roar coming up from the depths ahead. What do you do?
Like a
Like it's like
roar
a
or
constant sound, and as you get farther in, it's getting louder and louder, and it's echoing off the entire chamber.
I would like to I would like to check to see if I believe this is an animal sound or if maybe there's an underground waterfall.
Okay, so roll for, I guess, nature, or if you want, you can
Sure.
do survival.
Well, let's
If
see
you
what's
have-
higher.
Yeah.
Survival is higher
Okay.
by 1.
Mildred's
That is a
like,
19 plus 4, 23.
Okay.
Wow.
So even though it is echoing around and getting distorted going up this cave, you recognize this as the sound of a waterfall. And it's from that high of a roll. You're thinking that this is a very vast waterfall, but not necessarily like wide, but just deep,
All right.
like judging by the
A
echoes.
lot of water.
Yeah.
Does everybody have dark vision?
I don't.
I do.
I have
Oh,
ton of
Bob, you
dark
have
vision.
goggles that
That's right. I do have my special goggles. Oh, Love's wearing his like, steampunk goggles.
Oh
That's
my
right.
god. Okay. So we can all see we don't need to have a light source.
well, my
Or is
eyes are
it-
closed, so...
You're
I mean,
holding
I'm
on to
depending
Lob's
on
hand.
Lob to take me the right way.
Yeah.
If he has to, he will like give you a piggyback ride.
I'm small enough.
like it's like a piggyback ride, and then Mildred's like dinking off of all the stalactites. Dink,
Gone.
dink.
Gone.
Ow, oh no.
Well, should we
Alright.
move forward towards that sound?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, should we though?
It
Or
sounds
should
like
we
it's.
just leave?
It sounds like it's more open space.
Yeah. Be a little
Yeah.
less claustrophobic if we move that direction.
Like maybe it's not underground anymore?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe we should
Boy,
go.
that sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, also, the fact that I know some people that are down here, they must be also very scared. I mean, not that I'm scared, but like...
But you never know. You might need
Yeah,
to be
they
there
might
for
be
their
afraid.
support.
And I might need to get them out of here as quickly as possible.
Lob is having trouble holding onto Meldrin's hand because there's just so much sweat right now.
Oh, Lob, you're sweating so much.
Full on, like, holding a toddler's hand, like,
My
gripping
hand's
it.
just like limp.
The wrist. He's holding it.
Give me a rope. It's fine.
Kindergarten style, we're all on the rope.
Ooh.
So as you continue forward, and with all of you with your dark vision, you do see that there is a water source. I drew this, so pretend that the water's coming from the wall. And because I didn't finish what I started. But so the water's kind of coming out of the wall, and there is a little bit of space to the side.
Okay.
Now, if you want to continue down carefully and slowly, you can. But it gets steeper and steeper, and you're walking and you're avoiding this kind of rushing water. And you're climbing this and doing this, and it's taking a very long time. Like, you're going on an hour, and it's getting deeper and deeper, and the sound of the water just rushing past you is just this constant roar in your ears. And if you continue down, or even if you were trying to get back up, I would like everyone to make a Constitution, I guess, check. Like you're climbing down, and yes, athletics, but at the same time it's more of a stamina thing. Like you're trying to maintain your ability to
So
Keep
So
your
whether we're
wits
going
about
up
you.
or down?
yeah, whether you're trying to
So
get
up
back
is an
up,
option?
or if you want to run away, it is an option. I
don't
mean,
think
there's
Lob will let me.
this world exists, and I will play whatever you guys do. But
what kind of check do you need us to make? Sorry, just
a Constitution.
So we're
yeah.
just
So you're
adding
just
whatever
trying
our
to-
Constitution is to a D20, not a
Yes.
saving throw, right?
Not a saving throw.
Okay.
You're checking to see if you're like how you're doing with this.
I
This
got
die is not good.
11.
Okay.
I
see
can't
Jake
go
at
any
15.
farther.
What?
I can't. I have to stop
Oh.
now.
I got a 7. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you're starting to lose your footing. Like the side of this water is very slippery. Like it's a rounded sort of chamber. Like this has worn away over time, and you're kind of like losing your footing a little bit as you're going through. And I think the highest was 15 from Jake, right? Or from Reuben?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And who was the lowest? Was that Meldrin?
3
4.
plus 4. Okay.
Okay, so Meldrin, you're holding Lob's hand, and your feet give out from under you, and you fall into this rushing water.
This
and
is
you,
the worst.
You tug Lob in after you. It's just this bloop bloop. And Namalesa, you're managing to hold on like a little bit, but your foot goes in, and your foot, it's cold, and you see 2 of your companions zip past you into the dark. You manage to hold on for just a bit longer before you're also swept away.
So
We're just going the
which
fast
way are we
It's
getting
fine.
swept?
Yeah, like
Further
on
away
the
from
map,
where we
it's,
are?
like,
Further in?
north,
Okay.
but like it's down.
Okay. Okay.
Like you're
Okay.
you're going down.
So it
to
feels
the
like
north.
we're at the top of this waterfall, maybe?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't make that clear. Yeah, you're.
There's probably a really big pool at the bottom, so we can just fall. We can just let go. Just let it go.
Just let go.
Yeah.
Just
Are you
let
yelling
go.
that? Are you yelling that?
Yeah.
You're, like,
No, I'm
very
gonna start
confident?
singing the
Just let
Frozen
go.
song. I'm singing the Frozen song.
Amazing. So Reuben, you hear like little blips of music as like your 3 friends, your companions, zip down past you. So you're invisible in the front, but then you hear and see your three companions going down.
Whee!
One of them
And I guess everyone probably went past me too quick for me to react.
If you want to try and save one of them, if you want to try to do some kind of like a dex related, so like an athletics or an acrobatics kind of a situation, if you want to try and grab one of them as they go by.
Reuben's not very strong, and he would probably just get yanked off his feet.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have rope, and I'm not going to pronounce this right, pythons
Oh yeah, okay.
in my kit.
Do you have time though? Because we're kind of just rushing past you.
Yeah. I
Oh,
guess if I threw
Hold
out
on, you
a
guys.
rope,
Tink,
but
tink, tink. Just hang in there. Tink, tink, tink. Can't tie this.
I'll be
yeah,
there
probably
soon.
not going to work.
I mean, I feel like maybe we should have done that beforehand, but
Good, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been smart.
This is fine.
yeah, we're having fun.
Reuben, let it
These
go.
are streams of fun.
Reuben, what do you do?
Jump in.
I guess I
Just
have to
let
go
go.
after them.
Do you go after them on, like, do you stay on the ledge and keep shimmying, or do you hop in the water?
If everyone else is going in the water, I guess I'm hopping into the water.
Wait.
So
You're
wait,
thinking
what you're
you
saying
damage?
is that if your friends jumped off of a bridge, you would too.
Literally.
Reuben wants to
it's
be
where
part
all
of
the
fun.
adventures happen.
All right. So you're falling in the water. You're in the water. You're swept away, but it's turning and it's going even more almost straight down.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going down this waterfall, and at first you're kind of maybe you might be a little alarmed or whatever your initial feelings might be. But I mean, it's 10 seconds go by and you're still falling, and another 10 seconds go by, and that's a long time to be falling.
Yes.
And then you see like a cloud of like mist at the bottom, and it's rapidly rising to meet you. And you bloop, 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 and you all land into a deep pool of water, just as Namalesa predicted in her song as she was being swept away.
And we made that sound. Bloop. Just little cute little like
yeah, you can't
raindrops
really
in the
hear it
water.
over the roar of the water just
But you know it.
thundering down.
I mean,
But,
I'm pretty sure at least some of us did a belly flop. Just like
Yeah.
starfish straight down onto the water.
I do imagine that Mildred kind of had like cat falling pose. Like,
Roll for everyone roll a dex saving throw to see how you landed in this water. Whether
Oh
it's
my
belly
goodness,
flop,
better.
cannonball, beautiful dive.
18.
Oh,
Nat
Namalesa.
20.
Ooh.
Oh wow! Okay,
Swan dive.
Namalesa does a really beautiful dive, and then Reuben, since he was planning on being in the water anyway, as he's getting to the end, he kind of like gets out of the waterfall and does like a double spin and like a pirouette, and like doesn't even make a bloop sound when he hits the water. It's like
it's like an exhalation of air. I got 24.
oh wow, yeah, Lob, you also elegantly and just kind of like you also do this majestic dive into the water.
Swan dive.
Mildred, how did
just
you
goes,
do?
Meldrin should have disadvantage
Totally sinks.
on the roll.
Mildred doesn't even sink. It's just like
I imagine just like his very juicy booty is just like keeping him afloat.
the only thing about water.
yeah. Oh dear me.
He's not at his finest
Aw.
right now.
I haven't felt this alive in decades.
As you surface and look around at the chamber that surrounds you, I'll reveal that in here. You see, I don't remember how to like do anything. Okay, let me see here.
What does that mean?
It's been a little while.
Yeah, I'm trying to like reveal things, but I have the
Oh, there's some confetti.
yeah. So
I see some confetti.
It's a
Are these
party.
gems?
you
Ooh.
land in a pool surrounded by glittering stones of varying shapes and sizes and all kinds of colors, and it's just a very beautiful a beautiful chamber. You can see the water kind of getting sucked out to the what side? Yeah, Meldrin's is completely gone. Rest in peace. So you can see the water getting sucked out into another tunnel to the east there. You can see a shore to the south that's covered in glittering gems or not gems, but like stones, and some of it looks kind of like it could be glass or something. There's just like a variety of colorful
future gems
and things like that, potentially future gems. And another shore up to the north. Let's see if I can reveal more with this polygon thing.
Is this how big the room is?
Yes.
You know, this is something I don't say very often, but I've never seen this before.
Now you have, and you can tell stories.
Now
about
you've seen it all. I think surfacing, just, you know, Lob is going to do like a quick like scan to make sure Mildred's okay. Just sees like these two buns floating above water.
Yeah.
I think I'll come over onto shore here, and Amalesa wants to come check out these shiny bits.
Okay, roll a perception check.
Okay.
Or if you're kind of like sifting through them, you can use investigation if you would rather.
No, I think perception is fine. Hold on. Okay. 14.
14. You do find a ton of beautiful, they just seem to be different kinds of rocks. You're not seeing any of them as gems, but just a lot of beautiful rocks. You think maybe like if you brought them back to Estersea, you might be able to sell them as beads or something like that. They are quite beautiful and quite abundant.
Okay, I think I'll grab a little satchel full of them.
Okay. You can write colorful pebbles on your character sheet. Does anyone else want to do anything in this?
Reuben is floating on his back, enjoying the view, and has temporarily forgotten about the seriousness of this situation.
Okay, so as you look up at the sort of the ceiling of the chamber, you can see like the hole where you came through, where the waterfall is, and you can see that you could hypothetically climb back up, but you know it would take, you know, a decent amount of time climbing.
Or some ropes and pittance.
Yeah.
It would be a shame not to rest while we're in such a beautiful spot.
Yeah, and the ceiling is covered in more glittering stones, and it's just like it's a very relaxing kind of chamber with the white noise of the waterfall crashing beside you.
And the sound of Meldred swimming badly and splashing all over the place.
Yeah, I'm going to say that Lob is going to help Mildred get
just
to
like
shore.
drag him to shore.
Yeah, but, you know, definitely, like, grabbing him from behind, because he's like, yeah, I don't know, Mildred is in a panicked state and might try to climb onto Lob's head and then end up pushing him under.
Yes, it's quite a deep pool,
Yeah. So, yeah.
Like how you guys are just, like, facing your worst fears and having a pretty rough time right now, and for Reuben, this is just, like, the cave of self-care.
Soak your old bones.
Namalesa's having a great time too. She just went on a water slide, found some shiny stones.
Yeah, Lob isn't loving it. Like, it's not his favorite place to be, but right now he's mostly just concerned about keeping Mildred alive and calm the fun.
I'm just gonna lie on the beach, trying to collect myself.
That's fair.
This is where people come to die. I hope you all know this.
I'm gonna take a little peek around this corner.
Okay. Oops.
Oh.
All right. So, an eerie glow emanates from many small sources that cover the floor and walls. Kind of getting a bit of a closer look, like you're squinting a bit, and you're realizing that it's a ton of many small mushrooms. The floor
I knew it, glowing mushrooms.
Oh my
Sorry,
God,
that's good
so cute.
design.
The floor also has kind of pools of where am I here? Bioluminescent slime.
Ooh, okay.
On the ceiling are many small stalactites, and there are also many stalagmites reaching up to meet the stalactites.
Could I do some kind of check to see if I see any like footprints or anything, any signs that this passageway has been traversed recently?
Mm-hmm. If you want to do it from this far back, you will have to roll pretty high. But if you want to like get in there and actually kind of snoop around,
I
that
don't.
would be more standard.
What?
Step in the goo.
No, I don't want to step in the goo. That seems bad. So I'm gonna try and look from here and just see if there's anything obvious. So would this be perception, do you think, or could I use perception? I guess.
You could
Or
use
survival.
survival, perception. I would also accept like nature.
I'm gonna do perception.
Okay.
Because that's the best modifier. Ooh, I got 13.
Okay. From that vantage point, you're not really seeing very much. You see, you see these mushrooms, and you can see that there's like an incline here. Let's see, where's my pointer? So this looks like it goes straight down there. So it's kind of like a steep.
Oh, there's like a little cliff there?
Like a cliff side, yeah. So this is a little cliff side, and this one goes up, and that's another little cliff side, and you can't really see what's on top of there.
Which one goes? Oh, I see. Sorry, I was.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to ping it, but
I know.
I'm not sure if
I was zoomed really far in because I was trying to see your little mushrooms. So that second ping, but I see it now. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But you can't really discern any
Footprints or anything like
footprints or anything like that from there.
Okay.
You definitely can tell that near you, like right in your direct area, there are none.
Okay. I think if it's cool, Lob is going to go over and do a nature check
Sure.
on specifically on the mushrooms, but also on the slime because that's the most pressing.
Okay.
Nature. That's a 7.
Well, the slime looks slippery.
That's fair.
Yeah. That's all you can really like.
And
You're trying to
these are
recall.
some
I don't think you were
Great button
underground.
mushroom.
Oh yeah, the mushrooms. I don't think you've seen these kind of mushrooms before, since you haven't
That's
spent
fair.
much time underground.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
He's just there. Ah!
Definitely gross and horrible.
Ah!
Hellscape.
Yeah.
You're right.
Jill, I assume that this is like a wall.
Yeah, there is a hole through it. You can let's see. I'm trying to get people.
Oh wait,
like,
can we slide back down through here?
No, we can't.
there. So if you go there, you're gonna have to you're gonna get sucked out, or you can roll against being like pulled through the.
If I go there, it's
Rushing
because
off.
I'm intentionally sliding through. But I'm gonna point out to everyone, like, hey, there's another hole here. I don't see anything of. I don't see anything of note here. Maybe we should go up through this northern passageway, though. What do you guys think?
Yeah, at least we can poke our noses.
No tiny narrow holes, please.
Okay. It's the first time Meldrin's ever said that.
I know. Only one type of hole that, well.
Oh,
Rob does like pat Meldrin's back like reassuringly.
No, God, what just touched me? Oh, it's you.
Oh. Man. There's a lot of
So many choices.
There's a lot of pathways in here. I think we're supposed to like put our hand on the wall and just like follow the wall. And that's like
Yeah.
maybe a circuitous way, but you'll never get lost that way. You'll find a way out.
Also, you're more likely to discover all of the treasure.
True.
That's me, Chrissy, saying that. Lob doesn't give two shits about the treasure.
I mean, should we maybe call out and see if anyone answers?
We could.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
So do we know the names of the people that we're looking for? I assume we do.
Yes.
I mean, I do.
Yeah, we definitely know Under Rock.
Namalesa. Yeah, but that... So, like, we're here looking for, like, Tuon's cousins and the people who own the boat, right? You...
And my relations.
Right, but Meldrum, were your cousins, or were your relations, like, with them? Or is this a separate...
I don't know.
Okay.
You do know that they were all together sent as a party,
Okay.
traveling up north.
They were part of that party.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
the 5 of them were together, and it's Tuon's cousins, Veles and Ogun, and they're both water genasi. And you know that Rebel, that's a human ranger, she was sent up with them as a guide. And then Lomos and Glinta Under Rock were also sent up as like geologists, basically, like the experts of the metals that they're going to be finding.
Rebel Wilson is here?
Rebel!
So, do you think we should yell? Or...
I mean, I've wanted to yell since we got here.
Okay.
That's fair.
Sure. This could be could be very bad though if there's foes. You know what I mean?
If there's a slime.
This is not
A what?
This is not a highly defensible position, is all I'm gonna
What's
say.
down here? There's nothing bad down here.
Does someone want to roll a either nature or perception check?
Like,
I have a +3 nature
where you are
and
right now.
should we
+2
all
perception.
or just...
Yeah, you all can if you wish.
Oh,
Oh, I got 20. Not natural.
18 for perception.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I got a
My
17.
third 7 of the game. I'm going to switch my d20.
Melder just tries to open his eyes for like 1 minute.
For those of you who rolled like 15 and above, and was it all perception?
Yeah.
So nobody rolled nature? Okay. With your perception roll, the tunnels that you're in right now, going north and to the west, both don't look like, they look a bit more rough. They don't look the same kind of smooth of like a water built cave. They look a bit, and they don't look like humanoid made. Like, they don't look like humanoid tools. It does look like there's a third option, and it's could be something.
And it doesn't
Should
look...
I do stone cunning?
So, does it look like a naturally formed passageway, or that something created it, but just not...
Do you want me to check it out? Once in a while, I remember that I'm a dwarf, and I have this thing where I know about rocks and whatever.
Yeah, tell us.
And my great-great-great-grandpappy speaks through me.
Okay.
You got rocks in your veins.
So you managed to... You don't have to roll for this, right? Like, it's just like I can
think
tell
this
you...
gives me an advantage to any like intelligence checks that have to do with figuring out stonework, basically.
Okay.
So if
do
we
you...
edited the stone in any way, I could go and make it per advantage check.
Okay. So do you want to do your advantage?
Yeah. So it would basically be like a history kind of thing.
Okay.
Whatever. My intelligence is garbage anyway. But let's. 18.
Okay. So you see easily that this has no dwarven make at all, and you've actually never heard of or seen any kind of humanoid dealings with this, and it doesn't seem to be naturally occurring either. Like, it's not something that water has done. It doesn't look like rocks shifted and opened up to create this. It looks like a creature of some kind created these tunnels that you're in.
Can I tell how recently?
You think that, let me think here. You would say that it's happened sometime, like, one of them looks pretty old, like it's sometime in the past, like 500 years, you're not sure. But the second one looks like it's been traversed by this creature, maybe widened over time. Like it looks like it's been gradually getting widened.
That way?
You know, fairly recently, like within the last month or so.
So the wider way looks like that.
Yeah. Well, both. I'll say both of them look traversed within the past month. I'll just say that.
Okay.
You
So I
think they were initially created probably a long time ago, but you're kind of getting the impression that they're not in use.
So, good news, everyone. We're leaving because something ate through this rock, something not humanoid, and I don't want to meet it.
Well, we need to save our
Bye.
friends.
I know, but damn it. Fine.
We're all here to protect you, Mildred.
Let's just go really carefully and quietly, and I'm not scared.
Okay.
I'm just saying I don't want to die.
Cool. So no yelling is what we've decided.
Oh yeah, no.
Okay.
Can't promise that.
I mean, I might yell by accident
Right.
if I am spooked, which I'm already pretty spooked.
So which
Just
way?
like a manly yell
Yeah.
to get the extra manliness
Oh
out.
no.
Duh!
Let's go the wider way.
Okay.
That's my vote.
Okay. Yeah.
Who's gonna go first? It probably shouldn't be me.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Okay.
Rob will go first.
I will go 1.5.
So it is up here that we're going?
Yeah.
Beep-a-deep-a-deep.
Oops. Okay.
Mildred just like right on top of you.
We're all like crammed
Like-
together.
like a squirrel.
Ooh.
So,
What's this? Oh dear. Is that a fish?
Okay. You see,
It's the monster.
Oh no! A deadly
Can I
fish.
I'm gonna
Okay.
take out my short swords also, because I feel more confident holding a weapon.
That's a good idea.
Been holding Lob's hand.
I mean, one hand and then one short sword.
all right. So, you see a curved room with 4 curved columns. One of the 4 has collapsed in a pile of rubble in the northwest of the room. And in this room, you kind of feel like almost like a pressure headache coming on. It feels like you're kind of feeling it like right here and just kind of like pressing on your temples. Like it's kind of a weird pressure feeling. You also hear someone kind of walking around, almost like with flippity feet. And this, I'll say person, is walking, kind of investigating these columns and not really noticing you because they're just hearing the roar of the waterfall behind you.
So fish is a person.
Yeah, they've got
It's a-
arms.
it's a
They've got like a
being.
fish. They've got like a fish-like head,
Okay.
and they're
Wait, we
wearing
can see this?
a bit of clothing. Yeah, you can see it probably like you're half hidden behind the broken column, but
Is it a Kuatoa?
roll for to see if Mildred knows what
Knows
this is.
obscure word that I know somehow. Oh,
Do
God,
they
what
look
did I
like-
roll?
Do they look
History?
like they're ready for a fight or looking for a fight?
They look like they don't have any let me see here. They're wearing a shield on their back. And they have a net one spear on their back.
So is there?
Okay.
There's no light source in this room, is there? No bioluminescence.
No, there's not.
Okay, so presumably, if this creature could see us, it would need to rely on dark vision. As part of my Gloomwalker Ranger archetype, creatures that rely on dark vision to see me can't see me. So
Right.
perhaps I should go ahead and scout and see what this creature's up to.
Yes, you should go first. Good idea.
Namalesa kind of wants to just, like, introduce herself.
That's kind of what Lob is thinking, too.
Yeah. Just to, like, see if this thing can speak common. And...
So...
Yeah, but,
Yeah.
So, if you want... I mean, I guess we don't really have time to, like, discuss this in the situation, right? So, I think, like, Reuben, if you want to sneak around and investigate...
Maybe even just, make sure there's no trap. There's no other people lurking in the darkness waiting to ambush us.
Sure. But
I can scout ahead.
Yeah, but I think that Namalesa... And this might help because it'll sort of distract the creature from whatever you're doing. But Namalesa kind of wants to just be like, excuse me, we're looking for our friends. Something like that. Like, can you help us?
I do want to say...
What, Chrissy?
Yeah, sorry. Lob is much, like, because I am also, like... Lob is also going to say hello, but is not quite as... controlled as eloquent. So Lob is just going to go, "Good evening."
Okay. So, the fish creature looks taken aback. And, Mildred, did you roll to see if Mel knows what this
I got a 12. I don't know if that actually
helps. 12?
Helps.
Yeah, I don't think that this would have been common, up in the top of Estersea. So I don't think Meldrin knows what it is, but it seems like Camille knows. And this creature says, looks startled and says, "Good evening."
Does it speak common?
Yes.
Great. So Namali says, "Oh, hi, hello. We're here in search of some friends who have gone missing."
One thing you do notice is that this creature's head turns to look directly at Reuben as he steps into and around the columns.
Oh.
And the thing's eyes watch and then go back to you who addressed him.
Mm-hmm.
Some friends? What do they look like? Do they look like you?
Some of them do. They look vaguely like us, at least. Yes. Have you seen anybody?
The creature seems to like pause for a moment and stare at you blankly, and then it blinks. And when it blinks, it's like these these large like skin things go over its eyes, and he says, "Ah, yes, your friends. They're down deeper in this cave." And he blinks again.
Oh, great. Could you show us? Are they okay?
Again, he thinks for a moment before responding and then says, "Yes, some of them are."
I think now Lob is going to do an insight check and see, like, oh, wait a second, is this friend or foe?
Okay. 17. You get the impression, so since you've never met a creature like this before, you're not entirely sure if this creature has just like a really weird personality, or if they're having trouble like fully understanding you, like they're having to process, like think about what you're saying and what they're going to say. The hesitance could be due to like translation, or you're not entirely sure what's causing it, but there's definitely like something a little bit off here.
Do I see anything suspicious from my vantage point of the room?
What you're seeing that there's a huge kind of rock collapse up in the north western. You're seeing that there is a tunnel leading up to the north there. You don't see any. Actually, roll a perception check for me. I'll see if you can see anything else in this room.
That was a nat 20 again. Plus 5.
Nice.
Okay. You thoroughly examine the columns. You're kind of you know what to look for. You're looking for any kind of depression, like pressure plates or strings or anything. You're not seeing anything that could be trap related. I'm gonna clear up a little bit more of what you see up above here. You do see to the north, there's like a path that curves to the side. And with a natural 20, you see like a little bit of a cave-in kind of a situation over here to the, oops. You see like there could have been maybe at one time a door here, but it seems to be completely sealed off.
Now Melissa will say, I'm so sorry about your pillar.
So the
What happened here?
The creature looks at you and thinks for a bit and then says,
Sorry.
nature at its finest.
Carry on. Andy.
And I think the creature will say, I am Nilbul.
Oh, Nilbul.
What are your names?
So nice to meet you. My name's Namalesa. Oh,
Namalesa.
shoot. You know, it's a bad idea to give out your name sometimes.
Too late. Is this
Why would it be bad?
No, Namalesa doesn't say that second part.
Oh, okay.
She just
That's
says her name.
That's in your thoughts.
Out of character. There are
Does,
certain things that can happen if people know your actual name.
This isn't the creature that made the marks, though, right?
No, you don't think that this creature made the marks.
What's his name?
He has little-
Neilbog?
Nilbul.
Neilbul.
And he has like webbed
No.
feet, eh?
Yeah. You're seeing
Yeah.
like you kind of like Lob glances down, like does the whole like full body scan, and you see the feet are like webbed and like they have little
Froggy.
like not talons on the end, but little like nails on the end. They remind you a little bit of duck feet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Do they match the webbed feet that we saw outside leading into the cave?
Oh.
Was it you who we saw coming? We saw the trucks coming in here?
Nilbul will think about for a moment and say, "No, that was not me."
Some
Insight?
trucks with your feet.
Can we do insight? To
Bob,
see if he's lying?
Bob, ask them if they stole all the stuff from the other boat.
Insight. I
I don't want to talk
got
to them. They're
21.
21. You get the impression that this is like a truth, but like a lie of omission, if that makes sense.
Okay,
like
so-
Nilbul is definitely hiding something.
Neilbul knows
But-
who did it, but it wasn't him. Or something like that?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, well can
Jill,
you
I appreciate your creature blink.
Yeah.
And the
You
stare.
blink sideways.
Yeah.
Do that.
Unless I turn my head this way. then it's like-
Then he's like a flounder or something. Dab.
A flounder person would be a fun fantasy race.
Yeah.
But But really, did these people steal everything off the boat? And by people, I mean strange fish guy.
Do you want to ask a strange fish guy?
Yeah. Yeah, I will. He walks up to the fish guy with jerky movements. Hey there, Nilbog.
Neil Boole.
Neil, whatever. Neil Boole. Wait, why'd you steal everything off that boat, huh?
I did not.
Yeah, but you know where the goods are.
And Neil Boole, thinks for a moment and then says, I do.
Oh,
Is it in the same place as our friends?
Neil Boole, stares off into space thinking for a moment and says, yes.
Well, that seems like the place that we want to be.
And where's the monster?
Monster?
You know,
What?
the monster.
The creature.
Neil Boole,
Namalesa will just put her hand over Meldrin's mouth and be like, the creature who created these passages.
and Neil Boole, thinks for
I kind of really
a
love him.
much longer time.
Okay.
This time, as though searching through memories but also maybe trying to think about what to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
And says these walls were created very long ago. And you look around this chamber, and I should mention to Reuben with that natural 20, you do notice that these walls look humanoid made. These walls that you're in right now are slick finish, and it is a strangely shaped chamber, but these walls are very, very old, but they were
Okay.
they look like they were created intentionally, and especially that hallway leading up is very smooth, and I tried to convey it a bit on the map there,
You can see it.
the jaggedy tunnels versus the smoother chamber that you're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Neil Boole is kind of saying that the beings who created these walls are no longer with us.
Ugh. Do I need to go look at the wall now? He looks at all of his companions and also Reuben. If I can see Reuben, or did Reuben just disappear?
I think the
Pretty
only one who
tough
can
to see.
see Reuben
Yeah, we can't
seems to
see
be
him.
Neil Boole. Neil Boole
Okay.
can.
Although I
You're getting
bet
the impression that Neil Boole can.
I bet that Lob can, because Lob is not relying on dark vision. Lob has goggles, right?
I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
that's true.
Yeah, I'm not
Because
sure
it's not
if the
magic
goggles,
based, would it?
the goggles are magic based, so
Oh,
maybe they
okay.
do see through. This
So
sort
I
of
just thought that the
situation.
ability Jake said anything that relies on dark vision can't see you. Is that true?
Mhm.
I can read the exact description.
Yeah.
You are adept at evading creatures that rely on dark vision. While in darkness, you are invisible to any creature that relies on dark vision to see you. So it does sound very specific.
Yeah.
to vision in the dark.
Yeah.
But not something that allows you to see in the dark, right? Like dark vision specifically.
It specifically says dark vision by name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
I was only asking
It's up to
because-
Jill, but I think Lob should be able to see you. Or you could argue.
What do the goggles do? Does it grant you dark vision, or is it that it allows you to see through darkness? Because I guess it depends on the wording of the item.
Yeah, I didn't get an item card, I don't think, but
Okay, I'll
it's my
goggle.
understanding that the It's my understanding that the goggles themselves have dark vision on them. So, like, looking through the lens, I am seeing through dark vision.
Oh, okay.
Is it goggles of the night?
Yeah, you have dark
Oh,
vision
okay.
to a range of 60 feet, so it's granting you dark vision.
Okay.
Are we used to this ability that he has, or is this the first time he's
This would be pretty new, right? Because we only really leveled up when we took the short rest in the water outside of the
long
cave.
rest, yeah.
Are any of us concerned that Reuben apparently has left us? He's gone.
He's
He
been
was
doing
eaten
that
by
in
the
the
monster.
cave.
Mildred's like,
Yeah,
Reuben,
he's been doing this the entire time.
He's right there, says Neil Gould, and like points directly at Reuben.
Wow.
It's like a child, like, you know, pointing to a dark corner and being like, "Tell the man I don't like him."
Oh my god.
Yeah.
You have good eyes, my strange friend.
It's not my eyes that see you.
It's my tremor sense. I assume.
Okay, so Neil Bull seems pleased that you're here, and
good.
he's going to suggest, would you be interested in meeting my friend?
Well, we're really, really anxious to get back together with our friends. That's why we're here.
Is your friend a monster?
No, my friend is wonderful.
Is your friend your size?
One of my friends is my size. One of
How
my
many
friends is
friends
taller
are we
than
meeting?
me.
I don't want
Parts
to
of my
meet the
friend.
monster guy.
No, we would love
Parts
to.
of my friend is my size.
You know, I mean, I think we would love to meet your friends, but first, could we go check on our friends?
Well, I could ask if my friend can help you find your friends.
Well, we would like it if you showed us.
Yeah, you said you knew where they were.
Yes, but
You're already our friend,
Aw.
right?
Mildred's gonna skitter back over to everyone else and try to take them
Saunter,
aside, although it's probably not gonna work, and say, I don't know about you, but I think this
Follow.
might be a trap.
Yeah.
follow me. And Neil Bull begins to walk up, like,
Can I remember what he said when he said where they were? Down below or something?
yeah, down deeper in the cave.
The fish is literally him. I
Yes.
thought that was
Yeah.
just part of the trail.
Yeah.
I
So Neil
love it.
Bull leads into the
And-
darkness.
And does
to
that seem to go up, or is it flat? That passage.
This area seems fairly flat.
Okay. So Namalisa's gonna say, he said that they were down below. Should we follow him, or should we go through that water tunnel?
He's certainly an odd fellow, having a difficult time deciding whether to trust him.
Right. Another thing to
Well-
consider, though, is that he does now know that we're here, and so if we leave and go a different way, he could chase after us with whoever his friend is.
And as you're in this chamber, like, you are still experiencing kind of
Yeah.
that pressure. Like, it's like, you know, when a storm is coming and you're just kind of like, oh,
It's the sinus
that you
headache
get.
thing.
Yeah, you're kind of getting that feeling.
Is it worse if you go that way? Like, towards this hallway?
As Meldrin, as you get closer to the hallway, a little bit, like, nothing major. Like, you're not like, ah, or anything like that. It's just, it's like, oh, ooh.
Yeah.
That's a very narrow passage, my friends. I don't think Lob will fit. We should go the other way.
Yeah. I don't think I trust this Neil boy.
Yes, me
We
neither.
should find a way down. Yeah.
I mean, there
You guys
is that
wanna-
other passageway.
Yeah, exactly. Do y'all wanna? You can just
Yeah, my vote's not to go that way.
Okay.
yeah. We can go up that other, like the other way. I'm just gonna move. That's just like an example. This way, or we can like go this way. I don't know how
I
to
want to
use
go.
Roll20, so-
I want to go this way.
You wanna go that way? Oh, you want to go down the hole?
Yes.
Is it another? It's like another waterfall.
Yeah, he
Isn't
said
it?
that he said that they were down, right? Although, yeah,
That
and
is
like
true.
I'm not keen on this hallway just because I feel like mushrooms and slime, it could be poisonous or acidic or something.
Yeah. There's a lot of us who are not resistant to poison.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I'm open to whatever, but this is where Namalesa wants to go.
Yeah, I mean, Law will follow the group. I mean, his main concern right now is like just kind of keeping Mildred.
I think Mildred would like the narrow waterfall way the least.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sounds very spooky indeed.
But it was
As
fun.
much
It
as
was
I
fun
enjoy-
the first time.
I didn't have fun.
This one doesn't look like there's any air pocket. It looks like it's a tunnel of like just water. Like you would have to
It's
hold
just
your
a
breath while
vacuum
you're
hole.
in it.
There's no telling if it would ever get back up.
True.
As much
Yeah.
fun as I had in our first water slide adventure.
So should we check this way out then?
yeah, we can check that. Yeah, let's check that way. See what's over there.
Yeah. And so where does the pressure start happening? Is it like when we cross the threshold into this room?
Yeah, when you're in the more like creature made hallway, you don't really feel it as much. Like
Okay.
it's kind of like you leave that area and then it kind of fades as you leave
Okay.
that. chamber.
I just remembered that I'm resistant to poisons. So if you want me to step in some puddles of goo, you just let me know, I guess.
What about
Toss
acid?
you in there.
Not so much.
Less resistant.
Should I go ahead since I have the furthest dark vision?
Sure.
Sure.
And you're also pretty invisible, although
Oh,
not
I'm
not
not
to the fish people.
Fish lads.
Oh, that odd fellow was quite a good eye or some kind of good sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's good. I don't like that either.
Reuben, as you get closer, you see that the tunnel opens up into a bit of a chamber, and the chamber ahead does have smooth walls, like the walls that you saw in the room with the columns. A huge, half-submerged stone face stares at you from the northeast corner of the chamber. There are some scattered bones lying around the foot of the statue face.
Is it like
And they
buried?
look. It's like it's like half like submerged in like rock and dirt, and you think it's probably partially from that cave in. Like the the whole chamber looks a little bit like it's been caved in, like a little bit from whatever over the past who knows how long.
Mm-hmm.
Our fishy acquaintance may have been telling the truth about one thing, because this certainly looks like a monster that's no longer with us.
I don't think the monster made the room that the fish guy was in, though.
No.
But also, I didn't bother to touch the walls because they were gross and scary.
In this
As I-
chamber, Lob, when you enter, you do kind of feel that like, ooh, a little bit of that headache come back.
Okay. So as soon as I cross like the threshold into the room, so
Yeah.
Reuben's now entered it. Would he feel it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
not
feel-
like intense or anything. It's not like you're like, oh, suddenly I feel. It's just kind of like a creeping thing that you're in there and then you're kind of like, oh.
Yeah, suddenly I'm just aware of like the fluids in my head kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check out the walls here too, because it sounds like they're different walls on different places. And maybe I can find out about these creatures that used to be here.
Yeah, Lob wants to check out this face.
Okay. Investigation or history for the face?
I test the walls and then quickly recoil my hand. I hate them.
Okay. That sounds reasonable, actually.
I'd like to come do a history check.
Okay.
The 18, the 21 for investigation.
Goodness.
Yeah, not that much.
Okay.
I switched my dice, so I no longer roll 7.
Yeah. So you kind of you're looking at this statue of a face, and it looks to be very old. And with the, what did you get, like a 23?
21.
21. So you notice, like, even though it's only half a face, you're noticing quite a resemblance to, and this is just investigation, this isn't history, right? So you notice a resemblance to the current queen of Estersea, Queen Sanguine.
Okay.
How big is it?
It's probably like 5 foot this way and like maybe 5 foot this way. So it's like it's just that much is like sticking out.
So it looks like the queen. That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did you roll for your history check?
Aldrin, 11.
11. Did you get Nomalisa?
13.
13?
Yeah.
Something about this, like, kind of tickles your memory a little bit, like you're trying to recall, like, one of your history books. Like, it kind of... You feel like you might have read something about, like, a huge statue, but, like, really long ago, but you're not quite there.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, this is kind of, like, back of the mind stuff. Like, maybe it'll come to you later if, you know.
Cool. Okay. Yep.
You'll remember this.
Can I do a random investigation just on the ground that isn't the statue?
Yeah.
I don't know, to see if there's prints or bones.
There's definitely
There are
bones.
definitely bones. Yeah.
Yeah, you're seeing there's at least like 3 skeletons there, so.
Like,
And they look to be like Kuatoan skeletons, but you've just met the Kuatoa person.
Okay.
But you probably don't have like a name for that.
Right.
But
I
Fish
didn't
boys.
tell very well. 8.
okay. Yeah, you're
just
you're
don't-
seeing like that same like passage of that creature. Looks like they went into this room, but you can't really tell where they would have gone from there.
And this is a dead end.
It seems to be. It looks like it used to connect to the 4-columned chamber, but there's
Right.
been a cave in, so you're kind of thinking that this used to be connected
Okay.
as a weird shaped like room.
Okay.
Wait a minute, if the creature came in here, it didn't keep going?
Do you want to take a spin around the room and look?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna check this back wall. I know I'm gonna regret it.
Okay. You look in behind the statue and there's a huge hole behind it.
Oh.
As though something burrowed down into the ground just behind the statue, like kind of diagonally down.
Nothing back here, guys.
Lob
Could you all roll a
instinctively
stealth
checks it.
check for me?
All of us?
Everyone who's in the room.
Oh,
So I guess everybody. Ooh,
Nice.
20.
He's so scared he can't even see him.
I'm so scared I stopped existing.
I got a 6.
And I got a 12.
So it's a 24.
What'd you get, Reuben?
16.
16. The chamber rumbles a little bit as you're exploring and kind of discussing what's been going on. And you hear this sound, Mildred, as you kind of like looked, and you were very quiet, but you hear this sound like coming from out of the tunnel behind the.
Can I nope out?
Yeah, everyone take an action.
Actually, for my action, I'm gonna say something's coming, and then ready in action to stab the thing.
Oh, so you're gonna wait there, like,
well,
ready?
You know, fight or flight. I'm choosing fight.
Okay.
That's my reaction.
Would Lob be able to grab Mildred and kind of back up from the hole a bit? Just kind of like wrap his arm around him, because like you're right there and it's a big hole. Like Lob is assuming it's a big ass like tremor worm. Sorry for the language. Really a big butt tremor worm.
But do we know? Really do we know about the hole?
Yeah, I said there's a hole here and something's coming, and then I took out my weapons.
Okay.
I did get a really good stealth.
Yeah.
So my hope is I'm hiding on the side of it, ready to do the rogue thing.
I think I might like to cast heroism on you.
Your pants have dried up a little bit.
All of a sudden, I'm not scared of the kids.
Anomalisa like reaches out and touches your shoulder and is like, Mildred, did you ever know that you're my hero?
Reuben?
Yes,
what
I did.
What do
actually.
you
I think it would be wise to. I'm gonna have a look down the way we came to make sure nothing's sneaking up on us from behind.
Okay, roll a perception check.
So I guess Namalesa is behind me.
Mildred, you're gonna get 3 hit points.
That's a 16.
Sorry, three temporary hit points at the start of each of your turns for the next minute.
Oh, sweet. So that's 10 turns?
Pardon me?
10 turns?
Yeah. And you're immune to being frightened.
Okay.
Finally.
So, out of this hole scuttles these tentacles come up through the hole first, and they kind of they feel around the opening of the hole, and then a head comes out, and these huge pincer jaws, and these eyes that are like elongated orbs on either side of its huge head. It's got 2 antennas that are feeling around, looking, feeling, sniffing. I don't. Whatever these antennas are doing, they're sniffing around, and a huge carrion crawler pops out of the ground. And I didn't have a carrion crawler picture, so I took this caterpillar from the research option.
Nice.
So we'll just go with that.
Can I take that action I held for it bursting out?
Yes. And then we'll roll for initiative after that.
Aha, you knave! Slice.
It's a very
I guess I just get
caterpillar.
one attack, right?
Yes.
One weapon attack. Can't use my offhand. Oh god. 1 attack. Come on, Mildred. Nope. Whoopsie doodle. Not enough.
Was it a 13?
I don't think so.
It's not
9.
Oh shoot! Because it's huge. It doesn't look like it's very hard to hit, but
when you roll a 4,
when you roll a 4, it is a bit hard to hit. So your weapon glances off of its thick hide, and a little antenna brushes up against your face to sniff what you are.
Ew.
And then it roars in. Let's roll
Gentle
initiative.
full body caress.
So would
It is 8:50.
Yeah,
Do you want to take a break?
we could take a little break.
Oh, yeah. Let's take a break.
Would Mildred have gotten 3 hit points when he did his action? Does that
I
count?
don't think it was
It
technically
was
a
a held
turn. It
action.
was just like a
Yeah.
surprise
It's
action.
a pre-turn.
My initiative is 9. Or do you want to just do the initiative after, or do you want to go on break first?
I'm gonna fill in this thing's initiative now since I
I can just put. We can all do our own. So I'll do
Yeah.
mine. Okay.
You should be able to just fill it in on this little thing here.
Okay, there we go. All right, so we are going to be back in what, 15?
Yeah, let's take a 15.
Yeah, I'd say 15.
All right, we'll be right back. Bye, buddy.
Thanks for watching.
But don't leave.